On Wednesday the 31st of October 2012, Ipswich Borough Council resolved to declare Ipswich a town of sanctuary for genuine asylum seekers and refugees that are forced to flee from their own countries to avoid persecution or danger. This will mean that Ipswich Borough Council will, within its current resources, seek to be a welcoming town for refugees and those seeking sanctuary, cooperate with the Ipswich Town of Sanctuary movement to help develop policies and strategies with the community and organisations of Ipswich to support sanctuary seekers, work with its staff to ensure that they understand the needs of those seeking sanctuary and are able to challenge misinformation in the wider community, and look to promote ways of valuing sanctuary seekers through the offering of volunteer opportunities both in the wider Ipswich community and, where possible, within the Ipswich Borough Council.
A town of sanctuary is a place where asylum seekers and refugees, as well as all of the residents living in the town, feel welcome and safe and included into the community.
And will we be unique in being a town of sanctuary?
Well, there are 20 other City of Sanctuary groups across the UK. We're not the first and hopefully not the last. We firstly needed to get grassroots support because it's a grassroots movement. So we've got the support of local businesses and voluntary groups and faith communities. So we've actually got 55 organisations in total that support Ipswich becoming an official town of sanctuary. But to actually get the official title as such, we need to get Ipswich Borough Council to support us. So we've actually got to that point today where it will be voted on by the councillors this evening.
So why do you think that Ipswich should become a town of sanctuary?
Well, there are a significant number of asylum seekers and refugees that are placed here by the UK Border Agency. And I think it's really important that we are a hospitable, welcoming community that actually does the very best for them. Many of them have come from really, really desperate situations. And if all they get is a knockback time and time again, it just reinforces the hurt that they've already had. So for here, I think we need to have that hospitality and that welcome.
Why do you think this decision is important for Ipswich?
It's important that we show people exactly what we mean and don't just go through the actions, but actually state very clearly in writing and with the support of all councillors this motion.
And how do you think it will change the attitudes of people in Ipswich?
Well, attitudes in Ipswich are very good anyway, so I think in many ways it just reflects the attitudes that people have of compassion for our fellow man that are in Ipswich anyway. But what it will do is make sure that all policies that the council has will always reflect this from now onwards. So it makes sure that we're doing what we say we're going to do.
Why do you think this decision is important for Ipswich?
I think the attitudes of the people of Ipswich are very important, and of course most Ipswich people are very happy to welcome people to the town, but we need to make sure that the misunderstandings that have grown up are countered, and that's why I think it's important that the Borough Council is seen to be supporting the work that Ipswich Town of Sanctuary is doing.
So how do you think this decision will change the attitudes of the people of Ipswich?
Well, Ipswich has always been a very welcoming place, but I think what this does is it puts down our determination to challenge some of the misconceptions about asylum seekers and refugees, and just show that actually, we do want people who've sought refuge in our town, in our country, to be made as welcome as possible, and to put behind the suffering that they've had in their own countries, and to have a future safe and prosperous life in our town.
And why do you think the decision's important for Ipswich as a whole?
Well, I think, as I say, it does show what we all know, that Ipswich is a very welcoming town. I think one of the most heartening things is that it's got cross-party support from all the parties on Borough Council, unanimous support here tonight, and I think that shows exactly where we are at as a town.
Why did you support this decision?
I think it's important that everybody should feel they have a place in the town. I don't think that if we drive people away, we're going to do anything for ourselves, and while we're dealing with other people, we give them and we also benefit, I hope. It should be a community. So in making everybody welcome and safe and secure, we're also doing something for ourselves.
And what do you think the title will add to Ipswich as a whole?
I think it will just provide a recognition of what we find in the town. I don't come from Ipswich. I think it's a lovely place to be. I think that the idea of being safe is something which is crucial to everybody.